Bob from 10-Minute Strategy. Today we have an interview with George Eberstadt, the CEO of TurnTo Networks. So George, why don't you tell us about TurnTo Networks, and then we'll get into your background and things like that. What's the solution
great.
do?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me. So TurnTo is about 2.5 years old now, and we provide solutions to online merchants that help them add social functions to their stores. We think about it as sort of social 2.0 for retail, where 1.0 is ratings and reviews. Obviously, those have been a big success, but
Right.
not all that social. The
Right.
person writing the review doesn't know who's going to read it. The person reading the review can't reach the person who wrote it, and we're trying to add, a layer that involves the friends of the shopper, or where not the friends, at least direct communications between a shopper who has questions and people who really know about the items that the shopper's questions about because they bought them.
Right.
So we've got a number of applications that address that set of needs, and so far so good. We're running on about 50 online stores right now.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And George, just give us a little bit of your background, some of the previous stuff you've done, because I think it's interesting.
Sure. Yeah, I'm a startup junkie. This is my fourth startup, the
Uh-huh.
second one I founded. I've been at startups since '97.
That's great. That's great. And so one of the things that I thought was interesting when I looked at TurnTo, and I did sign up, was that you have the ability when you're on a site as a consumer, when you're on a site you don't know anything about TurnTo, you're on a site that has stuff that you want to buy, and you notice that TurnTo is there, that you can actually invite a friend to give you a comment who probably knows something. Say it's about video cameras, you might send a request to your friend who's a video camera expert, right?
Yeah, right. That's so. TurnTo is all about conversation, and there's two problems that were that relate to that. One is call it friend discovery, right? If
Mm-hmm.
you know which of your friends has relevant information about a product you're interested in, you know how to reach them, right? You
Right.
can email them, you can call them. There's some value in facilitating the dialogue, but not so much. There are
Mm-hmm.
lots of ways to facilitate the communication. The hard part is figuring out who knows. And what we see, so what some people do, and some people feel comfortable doing this, is they just blast it out to their network. They post to Facebook, "Hey, can anybody help me with video cameras? I've got a question."
Right.
And for some people, that's a comfortable way of interacting. But a lot of people say, "I don't want to post this question that's going to be relevant to maybe one or two of my hundreds of friends
Right.
and not relevant to everyone else." People
Mm-hmm.
just feel, sort of innately uncomfortable doing that. They feel it's spam. They feel it doesn't contribute to their online identity. So what we help them do is figure out which are the friends that can help them. And we do that contextually. So, the idea is when you're shopping, that's when you want to know about
Mm-hmm.
which of your friends know about video cameras. And conversely, if, it's not natural for most people to say, "Hey, everybody, I know about video cameras."
Right.
Right? Why would you? That's also spamming your friends. But if what you're doing is saying, when my friends have a question about video cameras, then tell them that I know, so
Right.
they can reach out to me. That by making it contextual, it takes the whole sort of concern about immodesty out of it. So
Mm-hmm.
we get a very high rate of people through our service saying, "Sure, when my friends have a question about something I know about, then tell them that I know about it. But don't go blabbing to the whole world, 'Hey, everybody, I just bought a video camera. Isn't
Right.
this fabulous?'" So
Right. Right.
yeah,
Right.
that's the idea.
So they create a profile within your platform that identifies their areas of expertise.
Right. So I mean, identifying areas of expertise is just derivative of knowing what people bought, and we actually, it's really a private label solution for our merchant partners.
Okay.
So these 50 stores put a widget on their site that tells a shopper, got questions, see which of your friends shop here.
Mm-hmm.
And a shopper clicks on that and can tell the system, here are my friends. And then the system checks the customer database to see if there are friends among friends of theirs who have relevant expertise,
Oh,
or who
interesting.
bought the products they're interested in. And we do something there to manage privacy, which is of course critical
Mm-hmm.
at any time, and especially in a shopping context. So if the friend that we find has said, "Okay, tell my friends that I can help them when they
Mm-hmm.
have a question about something I know about," then we show that friend by name. If not, we merely identify to the shopper a friend of yours, somebody in your network
Mm-hmm.
can help you with this question.
How do you, if I'm shopping, and I want help from one of my people, what's the experience I'm going to see, um, you know, through your widget?
Sure. So, um, the way we do that sort of friend discovery is all about context.
Right.
So we want to tell you which of your friends has relevant experience at the moment you're shopping, and so we've built this widget that runs on the merchant site. So if that's it's a way of inferring intent,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you're if you stumble on this information in Facebook, you're probably not shopping. It's just that's Facebook spam, newsfeed
Right.
spam.
Right.
If you stumble on it in a context where you probably are shopping, like you're on the camera site,
Right.
um, or a camera blog or some other place where you can infer purchase intent, then that same information becomes much more relevant. And so what we're doing is searching the merchant database for friends that are in your list of friends.
Right. And you mentioned that there's a way that if someone has not agreed to be identified by name, they can be addressed. How does that work?
Yeah, that's right. So our blanket rule is we never show, an individual's name, personally
Mm-hmm.
identifying information, unless the person has said it's okay to show it.
Great.
And but what we do to facilitate that is, so if the person has said, sure, show Peter, I say show Peter my name when he wants advice from me, then you see my name. But if not, if I'm in your network, it will say, Peter, a friend of yours has bought this video camera. And then if you decide you want to reach out to this now anonymous friend for advice, you click a button and the merchant, the store, sends me a message saying, George, your friend Peter is looking for advice about video cameras. Are you willing to connect with him? And I can decide whether, I want to connect with you, or if I want, would rather not. If I don't, nothing, nothing about you, nothing about me has been shared.
Right.
If I do, then we connect, and then that solves that friend discovery piece. Now we can have a conversation about video cameras.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Well, our time is running down for the first segment of this interview, so I'm gonna close it up. I'm gonna post this video. This is part one of my interview with George Eberstadt, the CEO of TurnTo Networks, and I will post part two probably a day or so after we post part one. And part two, we're going to focus on some of the ideal customers and some of the experiences the customers and the consumers are facing are getting when they use TurnTo Network. So I hope you'll come back to 10 Minute Strategy for that video as well.